One of the claims of the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint is that we can work just 2 hours a day to earn passive income. So the other day, my husband left me alone for 4 hours, and I decided to see how much I could get accomplished in just 2 of those hours. So join me on this video as we take a look at working the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint. It's the most wonderful day of the year. Ba-dum-bum. 4 hours alone without my husband. This is going to be fun. Welcome to my home. This is a converted 7 by 14 foot cargo trailer. My husband and I have been living in it full time for 3 years, and I love it. But today I have at least 4 hours without my husband, and so I figured I'd take advantage and do some recording inside, talk about my progress and my journey and my experiences with the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint part of the Legacy Builders program. So this, I was planning this morning. This is what I have on my agenda for today. And the big focus is working on the 2-hour day. This is one of the big things that's so appealing to so many people. It's what was so appealing to me, is to imagine being able to earn passive income. And by passive, let's explain passive. Passive income to me is when you put the work, the time, the effort in upfront, and then you can just kind of sit back and relax, and you still get leads, you still earn income from those efforts you put in earlier. It's not a do-nothing system. Every day you have to do a little bit, but it's still so much better than having to show up for an 8 or a 10 or a 12-hour shift. And the potential, if you really put your heart into it and if you really commit to the program, you're going to be earning so much more than $15, $18, $25, $30 an hour. And that's just amazing to me, and that's what's so appealing to me. So the big focus of the day is going to be on those 2 hours. And I have 4 hours to complete 2 hours worth of work. But if you're like most people who have worked in corporate, in a manufacturing environment, in retail, you know that there's a lot of dead space over the course of your shift. So what we're doing here is we're focusing in to get all that needs to be done in just 2 hours. And I'll tell you what I'm doing each step of the way. I'm still very early in the learning process, and so it's going to take me a little bit of time, but I'm going to stick with it and get things done. But the first thing I need to do is go switch the laundry around. The first 30 minutes I'm going to spend on creating the free ads, which are talked about in this program. Now, the beautiful thing about this program is it's teaching us how to resell this program, and a lot of people have a problem with that. But here's the thing. That's not the only thing you're learning in this program. The other thing you're learning is how to do these things. One of my challenges as a self-development course creator is that I don't have the audience. And so I've made very few sales. I mean, very few, like less than 10, probably around 5. And these were all to friends. But this program is teaching me how to draw people into me. And one of the ways to do this is posting ads on free ad web pages. Now you may be thinking, well, who even uses those? I never look at those. What's going on with this? Well, here's what I've come to realize since joining this program, because I thought when I started, it's like, I'm not going to do that. That just sounds stupid. Who would ever look at a site like that? But here's the thing. If you've ever Googled or done a search on your favorite search engine for something like how to make money from home, have you searched for that? I know I have. Over the decades of my life, since the internet first became the internet. And even before that, I would look at these ads in the newspaper. Remember those days? So many of us are always looking for opportunities to earn income from home. Whether we're a mom staying at home, whether we're a dad and we're tired of working 2 or 3 jobs, whether we're approaching our retirement years and starting to panic and wonder and think, I can never quit. I'm going to have to work until I'm frickin' 70 years old. 70? You got it easy. I don't think I'll ever be able to retire. And if you've ever thought that and you've ever searched whatever resource was available at the time, then you know what I'm talking about. There are ad sites out there. Now, when you do a search on the internet and you ask for make money from home, there are going to be these free ad sites that pop up. It may be a specific ad from that site, maybe the whole site where it has the whole listings category, but it's out there and people are using it. And there's within the program you're shown a website that will actually show you how to evaluate these websites. So that's what I'm going to focus on for now. Setting my timer for 30 minutes and we'll see how much I get. Oh, before I go, all right, I am a squirrel. And this is why this 2-hour workday is so important. Once I can get focused, I won't be losing the time and the energy of all of these little squirrel paths that I chase. Here's my approach to this 30-minute expectation for creating free ads. While I am just new, just learning how to do it, I have a choice. In my opinion, and there may be others, these are the two that are most obvious to me. I can either set a timer and focus in for 30 minutes on doing this, or I can make a commitment to post at least one free ad. Now, ideally, you're posting multiple because the process is you create the ad once and then you're posting it to multiple sites. So it's a matter of copy pasting it, filling in the blanks for each individual ad site. But it's a process that's going to take a little bit of time. The key things that will take time are evaluating the initial evaluation of which websites you want to use. Within this program, we're given a list of 60 or 70 free ad websites. Some of them are appropriate for us, some of them are not. In my research, I found that many of them are for the country of India. So I'm not going to use those ones. So initially, it's going to take a little bit of time to do the research, but commit to 30 minutes a day to do that research to find a few websites you can post ads to. And once you have 2 or 3 or 4 ad sites, then the next step is writing your ad. Within the program, she gives you copy. She gives you examples of how to do this, the headlines, the description. In Michelle O'Neill's opinion, it's better to stick with something short. So it's a matter of working through the process and focusing for 30 minutes. So I have found several websites that I think will be suitable for me. And I have started on 2 different days. I've posted 1 ad each. And so I have enough to get a little bit started. So I have a basic ad written, but I think it needs a little tweaking. But I think for today, you know what? I'm just going to go with what I have and we'll see how it works. It's a matter of testing, trying things out. But if you keep overthinking it and trying to figure out what's going to work, you won't know until you try. And so if you spend all of your time trying to perfect it to begin, you won't get anything done. You'll start to feel frustrated. You'll start to feel like this is not going to work for me. So I'm going to start today with the ads that I've already created and find some more places, some more cities to send them to. So I am setting my timer for 30 minutes and I'll check back in and let you know how it went. So my alarm went off about 5 minutes ago. I was focused on completing the ads in 30 minutes. What I was able to accomplish was I created 4 ads. I did learn a couple of things. This particular website that I'm using, it does not allow you to post duplicate ads. So for each ad, even though I worked off basically the same ad, I did have to make a few little tweaks. But it really was easy peasy, and I'm impressed. I'm surprised that I was able to complete 4 ads in just 30 minutes. This particular website, the ad will run for 7 days. We'll see how it goes, right? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So let me look at my list and see what the next step is, my next focus. So my next focus is to spend 60 minutes creating 3 social media posts. Within this program, you're allowed to choose whichever social media platform you want to use. You can use YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and any of the other ones that are out there. Whatever serves you best. Within this program, at the time I'm recording this, people seem to be having the most success on TikTok, and YouTube is always a long game, and my plan all along has been to start a YouTube channel, and so I'm focusing there as well. But before I set my timer for 60 minutes, I'm going to go inside the house and check the laundry. My husband has been gone for about an hour and a half now, so let's just kind of recap how I'm doing for my time. So my goals included doing 30 minutes of ads, free ads time, which is part of the 2 hours of focused income generating activities. And I got my laundry done, and I did have to do some tech setup with the cameras. So an hour and a half in, and I've gotten 30 minutes of actual production work done. It's not bad, and that's somewhat typical to how it is in the workplace, isn't it? Where you're kind of doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and not really staying focused on what needs to be done. So I did have to make 2 long walks over to my brother-in-law's house to switch the laundry around. And when I came back, because I'm one of those quirky people who needs to fold laundry immediately, I did get that folded and put away. So I think I'm doing pretty good with my time progress. How about you? Where would you be at an hour and a half in for your time of freedom? How far along would you be on tracking your goals? Just curious. Let me know in the comments. So now I'm going to focus on the 60 minutes of creating 3 pieces of content. Let me go in and set my timer for 60 minutes, and I'll check back in with you. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes since I checked in with you last. I've been focused on creating 3 pieces of content for social media to post throughout the day. And I feel like it went pretty well. It did take longer than I had hoped, but a lot of that is on me. There are people that can whip this out. But as I said in one of my videos, I am the president and founder of Overthinkers Anonymous. And so I put more time and energy into it than perhaps I needed. Part of this is also because I'm still very new at doing this. It's a new way of thinking, and so dealing with all of my inner squirrels, the hamsters on the spinning wheel, that takes a little bit of extra time. Build that into your plan. Or what I also could have done was, when the alarm went off at 1 hour, I had 2 pieces of content created, and I could have said, as someone just starting out, that's good enough for today. So you're allowed flexibility with this passive daily pay blueprint to make the system work for you. The biggest thing is to be consistent and do something every day, because otherwise you kind of slack back and you say, wah, wah, it doesn't really matter. It does matter. You have a message to share with the world, wisdom, skills that you want to teach others, and the only way to do that is to get out of your own head, stop dealing with your own BS that's stopping you, and start doing something. It may be horrible to start, but horrible is still better than nothing. It reminds me of the old adage about, the person that comes in last in a 5K race. At least they were off the couch and they were in it. They were in the race. So I finished the 30 minutes of free ads, copy pasting those, got 4 of those done in just a little over 30 minutes. I created and recorded 3 pieces of content. Let me clarify that. Those 3 pieces of content that I created, I still need to go in and edit those. And that I'm going to wait until after my husband gets home, because that's something that I can do when he's here. So it's about managing the time throughout your day, but getting something done every day. The final 30 minutes of this 2-hour focused income generating activity time block, that's a mouthful, is to respond to comments or questions that come as a result of your social media posts or in email. And since I don't really have any of that yet, I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes. I have a couple of video ideas for my YouTube channel that I want to work on, so I'll probably do those while my husband is still gone. But first, I need to go check the laundry again. Okay, so I am back. Laundry was not finished drying, so I had to reset that. It looks like I probably have about another 30 minutes before my husband gets home and my experimenting time is over. So I am going to set my clock for 30 minutes, and I'm going to work on creating a YouTube video based on the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, and do some screen sharing about the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint and the Launchpad programs that are the lower level products of the Legacy Builders program. So you can see what the difference is between what's included with course. And I'll talk about why I chose the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, the $300 level, rather than just starting at the $100 level. So I'm intrigued to see what the difference is between the courses. Keep watching and I'll take you on that journey.
This is a practice video, right? So you know what you're doing.
Well, it may actually get published. Let's kiss for posterity's sake.
Mm-hmm. Let me reach down and grab that butt. All right.
4 hours of freedom, people.
Oh, really?